Narcissists' reaction to the end of a relationship is deeply intertwined with their distorted self view and their dependency on others for validation. They often struggle to accept responsibility for their actions and instead project blame onto their former partners. This projection is not just a defense mechanism, it is a way for them to shield their fragile self esteem from the harsh reality of their behavior. Their constant need for validation and admiration creates a cycle where they continuously seek new sources of affirmation, making it difficult for them to genuinely process the end of a relationship. When a narcissist reflects on the good times with you, they may also experience a sense of regret, but this regret is not always straightforward. It is often accompanied by a deeper sense of confusion and frustration as they grapple with the realization that their actions have led to the loss of a valuable source of validation. This regret can manifest as a heightened focus on what they have lost rather than on any genuine introspection or change in behavior. Their ability to truly understand and address their role in the relationship's end is limited by their inherent inability to confront their own shortcomings. Moreover, narcissists' reactions to the end of a relationship are often marked by a lack of genuine emotional depth. They may attempt to reconnect or manipulate their former partners using superficial gestures or promises of change. However, these actions are typically driven by their desire to restore their sense of superiority and control rather than a true desire for reconciliation or growth. Their approach to relationships is often transactional, where the primary goal is to extract validation and admiration rather than to build a meaningful and reciprocal connection. The complexity of narcissists' emotional responses is further compounded by their tendency to compartmentalize their feelings. They may experience a range of emotions, including sadness, anger, and confusion, but these emotions are often compartmentalized and disconnected from their overall self-image. This disconnection can make it challenging for them to fully acknowledge or address the impact of their behavior on their relationships. Instead, they may focus on maintaining their facade and protecting their self-image, often at the expense of genuine emotional understanding and growth. As you navigate your own healing process after a relationship with a narcissist, it is important to recognize the limitations of their emotional responses. While it is natural to feel a range of emotions and seek closure, understanding that narcissists are unlikely to provide genuine remorse or introspection can help you focus on your own well-being. Their ability to genuinely process and address their shortcomings is limited by their need to maintain their self-image and avoid confronting their vulnerabilities. In conclusion, the unspoken pain that narcissists feel when thinking about the good times with you is a significant aspect of their emotional landscape. It reveals the complexity of their distorted perceptions and the internal conflicts they face. By understanding these dynamics, you can better manage your own emotional well-being and move forward with greater clarity and resilience. Recognize that their pain is intertwined with their self-image and validation needs, and focus on your own healing and growth as you move forward. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to sharing more insights with you in future videos. Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us reach more people who are navigating similar issues. Until next time, take care and goodbye. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our show. Today, we're diving deep into the emotional landscape of narcissists and the complex feelings they experience when they reflect on the good times they had with you. This often overlooked aspect of their behavior sheds light on the distorted way they perceive the world and how these perceptions shape their interactions with others and themselves. Narcissists are notorious for their reliance on false beliefs and distorted perceptions. Their worldview is inherently skewed, influenced by their need to maintain a sense of superiority and control. This distorted perception becomes especially evident when they think about the moments of genuine connection and happiness they shared with you. Despite their outward arrogance and manipulation, there is an underlying pain that they experience, although they may not openly admit it. When a narcissist reflects on the positive times you spent together, their thoughts are often tinged with a mixture of nostalgia and frustration. On one hand, these memories represent a time when they felt validated and in control. On the other hand, they also highlight their inability to maintain a stable and fulfilling relationship. This cognitive dissonance creates a complex emotional response where they are forced to confront the gap between their idealized self-image and the reality of their actions. Narcissists often struggle with cognitive errors that lead them to misinterpret situations and relationships. Their thinking is clouded by their need for self-preservation and the maintenance of their inflated self-image. This leads to a paradoxical experience where they simultaneously cherish and devalue the memories of their time with you. They may idealize these moments as proof of their worth and significance, while simultaneously dismissing them as inconsequential compared to their ongoing need for validation. The pain that narcissists feel when thinking about the good times with you is compounded by their deep-seated fear of inadequacy and rejection. They may try to mask this pain with anger or indifference, but underneath there is a sense of loss and confusion. This unspoken pain is a reflection of their internal struggle to reconcile their self-image with the reality of their behavior and the end of the relationship. It is a painful reminder of their own shortcomings and their inability to maintain meaningful connections. Narcissists' inability to cope with vulnerability plays a significant role in their emotional responses. They often perceive vulnerability as a weakness and a potential threat to their carefully constructed facade. As a result, they avoid authentic emotional expression and resort to defensive behaviors. When they reflect on past relationships, this avoidance can manifest as a distorted view of their own role and the dynamics of the relationship. They may blame others for the relationship's end while internally grappling with their own sense of failure and inadequacy. The narcissist's distorted self-perception and reliance on external validation also impact how they process the end of a relationship. They often view relationships as transactions where the value of the other person is measured by what they can provide in terms of admiration and attention. When you leave, it disrupts their sense of worth and control, leading to an emotional upheaval that they struggle to articulate. Their attempts to regain control and manipulate you are driven by this underlying pain and their need to restore their sense of superiority. Narcissists often have a complex relationship with their own emotions, characterized by a series of self-deceptions and defensive mechanisms. They might present themselves as tough and invulnerable, but this facade hides a deep fear of exposure and rejection. When reflecting on the good times with you, they are confronted with the reality of their emotional inadequacies and the impact of their manipulative behavior. This confrontation can lead to feelings of frustration and confusion as they attempt to reconcile their internal conflicts. The way narcissists think and act in the aftermath of a relationship is influenced by their need to protect their self-image and avoid facing their vulnerabilities. They may engage in various strategies to deflect blame and maintain their facade, including creating false narratives and manipulating others. These behaviors are a reflection of their internal struggle to come to terms with the end of the relationship and their own role in its dissolution.